a US state is officially banning TikTok, and watch on because this is going to affect Singapore greatly. Here's why Chu Shou-Zi might be looking for a new job. I'll simplify for you. Turn the CC if you don't understand my answers, you idiot. So, in case you didn't know, everything in the world is made by China except mobile apps. You see, it's primarily due to a law in China whereby the authorities have the rights to ask for data from app developers if they need it. This is also the main reason why other social media apps like WeChat or Weibo, apps that are super popular in China, couldn't gain any popularity overseas. In fact, WeChat even tried to use Messi to promote WeChat in 2013, and we are still using WhatsApp today. This is also one of the reasons why the US want to ban TikTok. However, the bill that they propose, that is the law that they want to be in the US, is to give powers to the authorities to review business transactions involving certain information and communications technologies, products or services when they are connected to a foreign of the United States, and pose an undue and unacceptable risk to the national security of the United States or its citizens. In other words, they go one big route to ban TikTok, cause it's like my wife asking if I'm hungry, but all she wants is for me to order food panda for her. So that day I told her no. Yeah, so here's the thing. That bill called Restrict Act is a federal law. Basically, it's a law for the entire United States of America. Cause in other countries, states usually have their own laws. In Singapore, only issue has its own laws. But anyways, in fact, states have their own president, which is called the governor. Their own ministers, which are called secretaries in the US. Their own police force, etc., etc. Usually, the president of the United States, and in this case, Joe Biden, won't decide what the state does. Like last time, during the Panasonic lockdowns and reopening, it's also the governors that decided one. And just for fun, the FBI is the police of the United States of America, cause the Federal Bureau of Investigation. Hey, the FBI, open up! So here's what happened. A US state has signed a law to confirm that they are banning TikTok. This isn't related to the Restrict Act, cause they literally just target TikTok instead of going one big round. Called the McDonald's Senate Bill 419. It states that from 1st January 2024, if you are in the state, you cannot download the app. If somehow Google, Apple or TikTok violates the ban, they could face fines. Now here's why this is such an important thing. President. No, not that president, this president. You see, you low SESK might not know this, but we high-level managers who look at you all low-class low SESK is always about setting a precedent. If I allow Sobilang to come in late today, will I be setting a precedent for everyone to come in late every day? If I don't scold Sobilang for wearing yellow every day, will everyone become a banana cat every day? In fact, a president is also important for the justice system because let's use an example. If in Malaya, the TikTok ban is in and TikTok failed after they tried to sue them back, judges will look at the same results from the McDonald's versus TikTok as a precedent. Should there be the US versus TikTok case? Of course, there's no rule to follow, but you get the idea. If it's been done before, just follow. We all evolved from monkey 1, so monkey see, monkey do. This is why even when Malaya has only 1.1 million people, it will affect not just the US, but maybe other countries as well, like Singapore. I know it's different countries, so usually don't compare. But the whole idea is that the president is important because it set the tones for the future. Now, if you're watching this in 2025, please tell us if TikTok is banned in the US and Singapore. And also, if you're watching this in 2019, please stock up on toilet paper and start a Shopee account. And also subscribe to us if you learn something.